because it's all we could fit on here was 45. Could fit 45 prime choice already recorded. You know, I've been listening to your shit for a long time, and I know you want me to respond to you, and that's the whole idea. But that's okay, because you're just giving me more and more and more and more evidence. Everything is going to be addressed. Oh, trust me on that. As I look forward to the 29th of next month, sir. I absolutely look forward to it. All the evidence will come out. I'm not a player. I'm not a player. I just deal with the reality of real evidence versus bullshit. You can't handle the fact that, you know, your big payoff is going to be to get the case dismissed because of a scheduling thing. Well, that died from start one. But you were hoping and praying, weren't you? Pardon me a minute. Oh, the famous line, running your mouth. Well, that's kind of what you've been doing, boy. It works for me. Tell me how good it works for you. Let's put that clock in forward and let's see how good it does for you. Works very well for me. And we'll see where it goes. You did bring my girlfriend into it after all, didn't you? About how horrible or terrible. I have 8 kids and I do a few other things. It's all on clips. Now, I can't run all my clips on here because, you know, there's going to be a lot of them used as evidence, I guarantee you. So clip time is, you know, stopped. And the only reason I ever ran those clips was a quick reminder of what a buffoon you are. To give you a mirror to reflect in and what you've said. I'm not sure how you think knocking me, saying I have a small dick and erectile dysfunction and everything else you've said is. I was told by somebody that I know very well. Don't even make no more videos in regards to it. Just go let it rail out. Do the court thing you gotta do. It's good advice. It's good advice. I haven't taken his advice in a long time. But I'm just giving you a little reminder of something. What goes around comes around, bro. I'm very flexible. I'm very creative. And I'll deal with whatever I have to deal with. Obviously so. Look where you were at. But for a man, and I'll be redundant, for a man that wants to stay with his woman, get married, if it happened. But then again, the only reason I think you wanted to marry her was a stability factor that, well, I'm married to a Filipino and it gives me some rights. Maybe I could stay in the country. Well, you know, if you had money to bank on, I wouldn't bank on that. I mean, I'm just telling you. That's because I copy every single one of them. I'm not going to miss a trick. I started this, and by golly, I'm going to end this. I'm going to end this. If anybody has something to say it right now while I'm live. We are live. Say what's on your mind. Because Every single time you come on and do a live, which of course you're not supposed to, and you know that, but you just can't help yourself. You see, you don't win in court by doing things exactly the opposite of what you should be doing. You made threats and got all that down too, all of that. You see what happens in the courtroom? You know, look at me a certain way or whatever. Oh, please, man. You're the biggest shit bag that I've ever encountered in my life. And you still couldn't fight your way out of a fucking grocery store bag. Spray it with water, see if you could even punch yourself out of that. You got a big mouth. Even going attacking that Indian guy. John Balut, whatever his name is. Who don't you attack on here? I beg to differ. I just come on here and do a show, and you don't like the fact that, well, I speak it thy truth. Truth to you is pure fiction. How in the world are you going to survive this case? I'm just hoping that what a judge does. I'm just hoping, and I'll become a praying man at this point, really. That he throws that book at you, and you're away for a long, long time. Because my lawyer is aware of your videos. I basically sent him, and I'm not his only client, okay, so it's difficult for him to see all of them. But he certainly hears it. I gave my, okay, here we go, I gotta eat. I gave my girlfriend 1,000 pesos, her daughter, to sit there and copy at least 45 that are now on that disc, on that memory card presented. I assure you, every video will be utilized. My lawyer will go over each and every one of them to see which one is juicier than the other. Because the judge is going to hear my witness, the judge is going to hear me, is going to hear the evidence, and at some point be able to present, probably initially, these clips. Reason initially is because to give the judge a good idea who we're dealing with. Every disruption to videotaping me in court, to your threats that when I'm in court, daring me to do this and daring me to do that, he's going to see you as one of the biggest fucking undesirables that he's probably ever had in his courtroom. And when it comes time to throw in the book at you, he's going to be throwing a heavy motherfucking book at you. Nobody is threatening your girlfriend. I've never made one threat to her. You mean the legal talk? That's not a threat. That's a promise. Nothing to do with threatening. There's no threats, no physical threats or otherwise. I'm just saying that there are some legal avenues that I have, that I can follow. That's not a threat. That's not even remotely a threat. I don't like you, dude. I don't like you at all. But I'll tell you what, the best of my ability and the best of my attorney's ability, we're going to make sure that you're not going to come out of this and like the result. And the idea is to let the judge know what kind of a person you are. And it won't take very long. He's going to see you initially there handcuffed because you didn't respect the law. You think you're above the law, and you thought you could get away with immigration for 7.5 years. Right off the bat, that's not going to look good to him. Okay.
Oh, Frank, it's time to eat.
Okay, it is time to eat. Okay, coming in. Oh, I got to get up. You want... Just continue making your videos. I have to respond all the time. You're doing a good job as it is. Keep up the good work. It just means more evidence for me to use. You're falling into a trap, dude. Don't you understand that? Something you created. called me every fucking name in the book. Every name in the book. And you think that's going to work for you? Boy, are you kidding yourself. Dude, I don't know if you're on any medications or not, but if you're not, maybe you should consider. That's my opinion. Because there's something not right with you. Something very wrong with you. To do something the opposite of what you should do, you got a fucking case against you. And you're just running your mouth, famous line, running your mouth. You say the opposite of everything I say on here. The only person that's running their mouth is you, sir. And you know what? It's not doing you one goddamn thing good. Keep up the good work. Please do.